皆さんこんにちは。ドバイ不動産コンサルタントのエリサです。こちらのチャンネルではドバイ不動産投資に役立つ情報を基本的な情報の解説から最新情報、最新物件までお届けしております。オンラインでもオフラインでもつながれるように進めていきたいと思っております。でまだの方はぜひチャンネル登録いただけると幸いです。またドバイの最新情報、最新物件、もう販売日には完売ということよくございますので、ぜひですねあらかじめ、予備知識であったり、情報を蓄えていただくことをお勧めいたします。少しでもご興味ある方、少しでもちょっとしたご質問ある方、早めにつながっていただけると、サポートさせていただきますので、ぜひお気軽にメッセージくださいませ。はい、ということで、今回は、隈研吾が初めて中東で、レジデンスプロジェクトを発表するということで、そのプロジェクトに迫っていきたいと思います。隈研吾さんですね、このレジデンスプロジェクトと同じ時期ぐらいにちょうど大阪万博の方でも、ジャパンカルチャーセンターの、建設に携わるということで、発表もございました。こちらもですねすごくドバイ UAE で大きい企業と一緒にコラボして、作って、いらっしゃいます。ますます目が離せない、中東市場に入ってくる日本人アーティストの活躍というところで、かなり大きなシフトが起きてるんじゃないかなと、思っています。では、実際に開発会社の様子、そしてインタビュー含めて見ていきましょう。はい、ということで今回は開発会社アルグレアのオフィスに来ております。こちらですね、もうドバイの中でも歴史ある、開発会社ということで、もう多角化事業でですね成功していらっしゃる開発会社の不動産部門ということで、こちらのオフィスもすごく綺麗な、オフィスになっているので、ちょっと見ていきたいと思います。ちなみにですねこちらのオフィスもうダウンタウンのど真ん中に新設された空間で今こちら作られているんですが、隈研吾の、プロジェクト、が入るアルゴレアコレクションの、新しい、こちらのイニシアティブに合わせて作られたということで、かなりですね、この景観の中にすごく素敵な、オフィスができております。はい、ではちょっと、中を見ていきたいと思います。こちらにですね、早速ちょっとテーブルの上に隈研吾という本が置いていただいていたりとか、こちらですね、この絵ですね、こちら隈研吾さんが、実際に描かれた建築画ということで、実際のものだと思うんですけれど、すごくこのアラブよくあるマーブルとかを使っていらっしゃるんですけれど、なんか日本の和とすごく調和がしやすいような色合いで作っていらっしゃって、なんかすごく居心地がいい、シンプルで高級感のあるオフィスになっているなというのを感じます。本当にこの空間入ってきた瞬間に私もうすごく本当に素敵なオフィスだな、ちょっと芸術感のあるオフィスだなというのを感じました。そしてこのオフィスの裏側ですね、すごく広いパノラマのビューが、ふんだんに使われるような形になっているんですけれど、真正面に見えるのがですね、もう王族の土地ですね。広大な土地がまだまだ未開発のところも含めて見えると思いますし、左手を見ると DIFC ドバイファイナンシャルインターナショナルファイナンシャルセンターといって金融街が広がっている、ドバイのもうど真ん中なんですけれど、こういったまだ未開発のドバイまで全部見渡せる位置づけで、こっち側は、ドバイクリークハーバー第2のダウンタウンがこっちに出てくるということです。水辺のスカイラインがです綺麗に見えてくるということで、もう古くからのドバイの土地を持っている会社なので、こういったドバイの、王族の土地から新しいドバイまで全部なんか見えるような、風になっているのはなんか世界観が感じられますね。はい。
Okay, so my name's Adam Dimitriou. I'm the EVP for Sales and Marketing here at Algoret Collection. I've been with the business for 2 years, working on a project with Kengo and his wider team, and we're excited to launch Wedian the Canal, situated right in the heart of the canal in the centre of Dubai.
はい、ということで今日はこのアルゴレアコレクションに、迫ってみたいと思いますので、こちらのアルゴレアにて、セールスマーケティングディレクターを務めていらっしゃるアダムさんに、お話を伺ってみたいと思います。ということで、まず質問をしていきたいと思います。Okay, so I'm very excited about the Algora collection and Kengo Kuma come into this collection as a first architect. So can you tell us a little bit about how it's been Algora and like how and where Algora collection come into your business and also as a big picture in the ecosystem of the UAE?
Of course.
Yeah.
Algora have been at the heart of some major infrastructure projects here in the region. With the first mall in the 1980s, we founded the first private bank, Mashreq Bank, back in the 1960s. And traditionally, we've built a number of projects in the leasehold sector, around 8,000 homes that we've delivered over the years. And this was a natural evolution of our business going into the private freehold space and looking at projects that we felt would really elevate the city even further and delivering what we like to call collectible addresses. And in that, we discovered working with Kengo was a natural evolution. His vision was shared between us and him on harmonizing the built environment with the natural world. So it was a natural synergy between the two businesses that came to light, and we've really enjoyed working with Kengo and his team.
Amazing. It sounds like the new initiatives comes in this long history of your company. I think this gives like new perspective in architecture and also residential development in UAE.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So how do, as you have worked with this project and also directly met Kengo, how did he see Dubai, UAE, and upcoming years? Yeah.
So he feels that Dubai is a natural hub for excellent architecture. We see it along the Sheikh Zayed Road and in downtown. There are a number of beautiful landmark buildings. And he felt that the one thing missing was perhaps that more sophisticated, defined approach to architecture. So his approach was somewhat different. He wanted he took his inspiration from the natural environment. So whilst Dubai is seen as skyscrapers and city, actually, you've got some beautiful mountainous regions, you know, and the mountains sort of cascading into the sea, and that's exactly where Kengo took his inspiration from. And for us, it was about designing something that was really functional. So whilst, you know, all residents will have the benefit of having amazing amenity spaces, but also every home will have two kitchens, so a back of house and a front of house. And Kengo felt that in addition to that, he wanted to create some sort of screening from the sun. Obviously, you know, the direct sunlight on your apartment all the time can be quite overbearing. So his whole philosophy with creating shadows under the eaves really kind of benefited us, and you'll see that when you look at the architecture.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful, and I have been working in the real estate and seeing so many projects comes in every day, every minute in this country. But this project is very special. It's not just the residential, and it's not just putting the project from the developer. It's like some new shift is happening here, definitely. And I think some strong base here, it comes from the philosophy that Agria have been developing, because Agria has massive land for a long time, but didn't go into the mass production of the residential and of the projects. And each of the project is very iconic and a very dedicated project. So, and also Kengo Kuma is also very iconic person, playing all over the world, and come into the first residential project in Middle East. I think this is like some uniform of the philosophy from each side. How do you feel that, and how did you guys connected on that part about the philosophy?
It's a really interesting one. There are very shared values between the Middle Eastern culture and the Far Eastern culture, and I think that became very evident as we worked with him. So whilst the landscape is quite different, actually there are shared philosophies. You know, it's about family, connection, art, and this piece really showcases the art piece. As I mentioned earlier, we want to be building collectible homes that people aspire to live in. Not just that, but places that add back to the city. So often you'll see some beautiful buildings, but the functionality just isn't there. So Kengo's philosophy is that he wanted this project to be a beacon and an icon on the canal. So you'll notice we don't have, as an example, a podium level. Instead, all of our parking is at basement level, which enables us to connect the building to the wider environment and that sort of landscaping, the public realm space. So not just benefit our residents, but also those that pass the development and can enjoy it as a beautiful art piece that it is.
That's absolutely beautiful, and it's so much depth into this concept. And this building has a very unique concept. Weden means valley in Arabic, and as you mentioned about the uniform between the nature and the architecture, rather than putting the plants or the greens onto the buildings or residences, it's about integration. I think this is something new in the Middle East. Middle East is basically comes from the desert, and all these greens are planted, but the concept is the uniform and integration. It really comes from the nature. Can you tell a little bit about the meaning of this project, and also each amenity also have the name on that?
So first of all, you made an interesting point with the greenery. So we worked with Gustafsson Porter Baumann, who are a London-based landscape architecture practice, and we got them and Kengo together from day one because we thought that we don't want the landscaping to be an afterthought, as you often see. And we also didn't want to be, we didn't want to use landscaping and planting that wasn't native to the region, because whilst we are in the desert, actually there are some beautiful species that our landscape architect and Kengo have selected that work within the space. So you need to look at things like the light, the height, and how different species will thrive. And in working with Gustafsson Porter Baumann alongside Kengo Kuma, it was a match made in heaven because their philosophies were very shared. So they ensured that all of the planting that's selected will thrive in the environment. So that was something that was really key to us and to Kengo. We then looked at our amenity space because we feel that your home doesn't start when you open your front door. Your home starts the minute you drive into your project. So for us, the design needed to be considered from not just the front door, but also the communal areas. So as you drive into the project through what we're calling the oasis, you come through this beautiful landscape basement area that is open to the sky, so you can have natural light, a beautiful water feature as you come in. And all the species have been selected accordingly. So we're calling that space the oasis. Then you go up to what we're calling the valley and the shore. So these two spaces here are, the first space is about your gyms and workout spaces and sort of fitness dedicated zones. Then up into the shore, which is the family zone. You have your swimming pool, your games room, cinema spaces, beautiful outdoor lagoon pools, indoor lap pools, and lots of sort of family connection lounge spaces. In addition to that, we've then got the cave on the 17th floor, which Kengo's designed using beautiful natural stones, lots of pools of water to create a very calm and tranquil environment with a lovely pool that overlooks the city. And then finally, we've got what we're calling the mountain on the 36th floor, which is your sort of work from home space, your entertainment space, very much an adult zone. So we wanted to cater for all walks of life, whether it's families or businessmen, and those we wanted to cater to everybody. And I think I'm really proud of what we've created here.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's very artistic and have a philosophy in each levels, but also very functional. It's really much with new lifestyle what people are seeking in the UAE as the population is growing and people comes from all over the world. So it's amazing place to showcase this and also bring the new concept into that. Yeah, and also. Like the element is beautiful. As I see the brochure and everything, it has some like Japanese inspired materials. For example, the tea room, but also it's opens for people for the multifunctional use. It's up to the people how they want to use.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that was important to us because the Japanese aesthetic is beautiful. But as you mentioned, we have buyers and residents here that have come from all over the world that have been used to a certain level of quality, whether it's in Paris or London or New York, and of course Japan, who the quality is far higher than the traditional buildings here. And we wanted to kind of elevate that offering and ensure that we were really catering to those buyers who want something exceptional in the heart of the city.
Yeah, this is amazing place. You can see like so many different people coming from all different backgrounds. So this is like already like a big art exhibitions, and it's a place to stand out something new as well. So Dubai is building a lot of creative things in terms of like city development and the government perspective as well. So this is definitely like building the future and integration of each of these beautiful things around the world. I think that's like something new from Japan as well. Definitely like so many of Japanese artists and this area of the people were interested in more in the UAE space as well. Yeah, how do you see, so as you have really dedicated to this project of every pieces of these functions and the future, but to come to this point, you must have been considered so many different architectures before working with Kengo. How it's been?
There are a number of amazing architects in this world, and we interviewed quite a number of architects. I think there were around 15 architects that presented and came up with a conceptual design. And the reason we connected with Kengo is because Kengo Kuma was actually involved in every conversation, and it wasn't just his studio or his practice, it was the man himself involved in the detail. So Kengo Kuma fed back on all of the elements from looking at the terrace spaces and how we could utilize them. And we felt that there was a real synergy between us and Kengo Kuma that we wanted to work further. So it was a natural kind of flow as we worked with him. And the choice became fairly easy for this particular project. Kengo was the man of choice.
Wow, that's a great fit in that space. Yeah, that's amazing. I have also seen the mocks and the brochure and hearing about this project. I see that how amazingly this integration happens. Arab and Japan, like little forms like the curves and very light, gentle texture, colors. This actually really matches very well into this art, and how beautifully you guys have created this project is, I think, this is so amazing. Yeah. So the last question is for you is, how do you see like Japanese artists come into UAE, and how do you look into more like future this space, like this initiative, this residence is gonna be completed in a couple of years later. How do you see this in the future perspective as well?
So it's an interesting question. I think to coin Kengo's phrase, we're creating quietness within the noise. And we want to celebrate beautiful architecture and beautiful collectibles within our projects. Whether we continue to work with Kengo, Kuma, or other architects remains to be seen in the future. For us, we want to put all of our efforts into ensuring that Wedian is delivered to the standard that we expect. So we will not be launching project after project in this space. We'll be ensuring that actually we're delivering what we say we want to deliver and making Kengo Kuma proud ultimately.
Definitely. I'm very, very excited about this, and this brings us so much more than the residential. It comes the new philosophy into this space because of the location and architecture, new initiative, and very excited in the progress.
As are we. We're looking forward to us being out there and for people to come and see us.
Thank you so much for bringing this amazing project.
Thank you.
ということで、今回、インタビューを、させていただきましたが、隈研吾が、建築デザインに関わるウェディアンという、プロジェクトが11月1日に正式にリリースとなるということで、こちらに模型がございます。ですね。見ていただくと分かる通り、すごくですね、創造的で、もう見た感じレジデンスというのが分からないかなというくらいですね、芸術性があふれて、フォルムもすごくユニークな形になっています。本当に美しくて、特に先ほどのインタビューでもありましたが、光の加減だったりとか高さ、マテリアルだったり、陰影をですねうまく計算して、これもしっかりと取り入れられているということで、特にですね隈研吾さんのインタビューの中でも、おっしゃっていたんですけれど、うまく光と影を調和して、作っていくっていうのにこだわっていらっしゃるということで、微妙にこう、角度がですね、違うカーブが入ったような、デザインになっています。そして、アメニティもですね、4つの、層からなっていまして、4つのテーマに分かれたアメニティが入ってきております。今いるのがドバイのど真ん中ダウンタウンなんですけれど、そのお隣にあるビジネスベイというエリアになります。こちらですね、商業施設が結構多くて、ビジネスエリアとも言われているんですけれども、すでに完成している商業エリアだったりレジデンスもたくさんありますし、まだまだこれから先 4,5 年後にできるっていうレジデンスも、たくさんございます。そして何といってもですね、こちら海からまっすぐアラビア湾からつながる運河が通っておりまして、こちらの土地運河のこの角っこにちょうどある、運河の角の土地を使っております。なので、こっち側の眺望がちょうど運河沿いの眺望になって、本当に綺麗なですね、運河が見渡せると。そしてこれはこだわって運河沿い、あえて表ではなくて裏の運河沿いのところにレジデンスの入り口を、作っておりまして、ロビーがここから入っていただく、もう本当に完全にプライバシーをですね、重視して設計をされているということです。なので、眺望はですね、やっぱ運河側が一番美しいかなと思いますし、やっぱりこのドバイのもうど真ん中にもうこれができるっていうことで、これ自体がもう景観の新しい景観の一部として想像されるのではないかなと思います。はい、ということで、こちらのレジデンスですね、全部で46階建てという形になっておりまして、3ベッドルーム以上からの間取りになっております。3ベッドから5ベッドルームまで、間取りがございます。3ベッドに関しては、約677平米以上になっておりまして、非常にですね、バルコニーのエリアが各お部屋すごく広く作られております。これ隈研吾さんが本当に中と内と外の、融合といいますか、内と外の設計っていうのをすごくこだわって作っていらっしゃって、もう本当にですね、 本当にですね、内側のリビングの延長線上に、外のもうバルコニーというよりバルコニー自体ももうリビングの一部になっているような形で、デザインがされていて、もう本当にオープンに、窓が開いて、内と外がつながるような感じになっていました。そしてお値段だったりっていうところもですね、間取りフロアプラン、全て資料ございますので、ご興味ある方ぜひお早めに、ご連絡くださいませ。はい、ということで、隈研吾さんのすごく特別なプロジェクト拝見させていただいたんですけれど、こちらの開発会社さんですね、普段こういったプロジェクトを、お客様にダイレクトにオフプランからご提供するっていうことが、珍しい開発会社になっております。そして数少ないですねプロジェクトでも、今もう一つ、提供をしているプロジェクトがございますので、こちらも見ていきたいと思います。こちらに関してはですね、デザイナーのレジデンスになっているんですけれど、価格帯もですね、4000万円台から、ご購入いただけるものがございますので、比較的少額で、分割で購入することができます。はい、こちらのプロジェクト、名前は Weave という、プロジェクトになっておりまして、すごくですねフォルムも綺麗なカーブが、使われているモダンなデザインになっているんですが、場所は、ドバイの中心地からも20分ほどで、行ける JVC という住宅エリアになっております。こちらかなりですね、もうエリアのパフォーマンス、今賃貸需要もとても広くです、多くですね、学校などもありますので、ご家族層、そして、ダウンタウンの方にも出てきやすいので、もちろん単身の方にもすごく需要があるエリアになっております。はい、ということで、こちらですね、今ご案内できるのが、1ベッドから3ベッドまでございまして、1ベッドルームが、4800万円から、ご提供が可能になっております。完成が2027年11月予定なので、それまでに、完成前に、40% を分割で、お支払いいただいて、完成してから、残りの 60% をお支払いいただくという4060のお支払いプランがついております。はい、ワンベッドルームはだいたい69平米くらいからですね。そしてアメニティもすごく充実しておりまして、こちら屋上にもプールがこうついて、いたり、すごく綺麗ですね。いたり、しますし、サウナ、アイスバス、バーベキュー、ジム、ヨガスタジオ、シネマルームなんかもついてくるということで、これだけアメニティが充実してついてきて、このお値段というのはすごく、いいかなと思います。ご興味ある方はお問い合わせいただければと思います。皆さん、本日も最後まで動画ご覧いただきありがとうございました。また今後もですね、こんなトピック扱ってほしいよ、興味あるという方、ぜひメッセージください。また次の動画でもお会いいたしましょう。